welcome to this week's episode of Campbell and Jones Meet the Monsters, the podcast we explore the cinematic legacy of the classic monsters. I'm John Campbell. With me, as always, Brendan Jones.
If that doesn't tell you what we're about to watch, I don't know what.
I love when you start a bit.
I got a bunny rabbit. I'm taking it to my grandma's to have. See?
Yeah.
Best Little Red Riding Hood on film ever.
Finally, the Little Red Riding Hood we've all been waiting for, where she's not so little.
Yeah. Well, this one definitely.
No.
But I wish she had talked exactly like the Looney Tunes version. That
If
would have
only.
been this movie would have been so improved.
Would have been certainly maybe a little bit more entertaining. Yeah, we are.
I think you're swell. See?
I have to introduce our guests so that they can chime in
should.
because I can see them on the camera wanting to say something. Our good friend Elliott Lewis is back with us.
Hey, so I guess no one's gonna be listening to this episode after that
No.
intro.
Oh.
We can just do whatever, I guess.
That, you mean brilliant impression
The
of
assault on everyone's
yeah.
ears.
an 80-year-old Looney Tunes cartoon? Come on!
We've mentioned this before that we do not recommend listening to the show on headphones.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
This is not a good headphone show by any stretch of the imagination.
It's kind of true.
We are talking about, was this 2011?
2011.
2011's Red Riding Hood, a movie I shall say that we are covering because of our guest saying you're going to do this, right? And if you do, I have to come on. This was not on the list prior to, so we can thank Elliott for now Subspecies and Red
Riding Hood and the Teen Wolf movie.
Oh, that's right. Insist on coming on for Teen Wolf.
The new Teen Wolf movie.
Yes.
Oh, that's coming up.
An episode that will be Elliott explaining 6 seasons of television to us, and then
I was gonna say there should be like a bonus episode that's like me giving my Teen Wolf presentation that I have actually started on. To you guys, and then the episode.
Is it like a TED Talk? Is there an AV
It's
element?
a slideshow.
Oh my God, that's
good.
great.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what works really well in podcasting? Slide.
Well, it'll be like a bonus episode for YouTube.
Bonus.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think for sure that's like a patron video episode. No question about it.
I hope I can actually follow the movie without having seen a single minute of the television program.
I will. That will be my challenge. Is
Yes.
a PowerPoint so good about MTV's Teen Wolf the series.
Now, I will.
that you don't have to watch a single episode.
Here's one thing that I will thank you for, Elliott, and John will back me up on this simply because we've had a bad spate of terrible movies, and while we're going through the bad movies, you know what John and I bring back? It's like I would be rather watching Subspecies. That's
our barometer.
Have a fondness.
That's our barometer. Would this movie be better if Radu was in it?
And the answer is always yes.
Pretty much always yes. Yeah. Him and his long fingies.
About a lot of television
Him and his long
programs.
fingies and his little subspecies demons.
Yeah.
They're tiny, those little guys.
And as we point out, one of our favorite things about that franchise is that they ditch the subspecies, which is the titular
basically
thing.
Immediately.
But it's so funny that that's what they've kept as the name, and so you watch
it. Should
you
be
watch the later ones
Bloodstone
going
series, but no, they're sticking with Subspecies.
You watch the later ones going, why were these called Subspecies?
Because stop motion animation's hard.
Elliott, you're going to have to, next season when we get into the 2020s, talk about, you're going to have to come on for the prequel, right? The Radu origin story, I think, is a
we're all very excited.
We're very excited. But we're talking today, 2011's Red Riding Hood. Elliott, as I've said before, explain yourself.
It has a werewolf in it. I don't know why it wasn't on the list to begin with.
It's valid because I didn't know the movie, and I just think there's a wolf. We don't do wolf movies. We've rejected things. This, but you're right. This is a werewolf movie. This is valid. What?
You're just mad at me. It's still. It's fine.
Well,
I get it.
I will say this is one of those movies. Clearly made in the reaction to Twilight, no question.
We are in the wake of Twilight. I was looking at I was doing the math last night, And in 2011, I Am Number 4, Beastly, and Red Riding Hood came out within like January, February,
God,
March.
I remember seeing the
young adult pummeling.
And what I was going to say is, for all three of those, there was a distinct. So I guess I just won't be going to the movies for a while. You guys just aren't making anything for me. Understood. Yeah. But my sister was there every week.
I'm surprised. I'm frankly surprised that Henry in this movie wasn't also played by Hayden Pettifer. I think that's how you say his last name.
Oh yeah,
because he was in I Am Number 4 and Beastly within 2 months.
Oh wow.
Yes.
And Henry has him written all over him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Max Irons probably.
Don't
but whatever.
know the material. As in, I remember them as a bookstore employee and seeing them stocked, but never read those books.
Here's the interesting thing about Max Irons, though, is the movie he makes after this is a different Stephenie Meyer adaptation, The Host. So there was a pool of 4 guys who all kind of had similar looks. They're all British, and if they just sort of were you get this one, you get that one. They just were sort of
Then we'll just shuffle through the handsome people,
handsome. Once again, they're all handsome in the same way.
Or Alex Pettifer. I think I was thinking of Hayden Panettiere, and their names are their last names are so similar.
Yeah.
Alex Pettifer.
There you go. Who actually, I did see Alex Pettifer in Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare recently. He was pretty good in that. So.
Okay. So didn't disappear. Isn't struggling to
isn't a Max Irons heir to the Irons fortune? No.
Oh,
all that Lion King money, man. No. Yeah. So, but you were saying this was not one that was a teenage Elliott favorite.
No, because by the time 2011 had rolled around, I was well out of my Twilight phase and very into my anti-Twilight phase.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was oh yeah, it's just another Twilight-esque movie coming out, boo. And I saw this for the first time a couple of years ago, probably because I was really bored.
Why else would you watch Red Riding?
Why else would you really
perfect
watch it?
And then you have to be
and
I
was probably you know what? Was this as bad as everyone was claiming in my teenage years?
So you watched out of curiosity.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
And I don't think that it's that bad. It's not good by any stretch of the imagination. And I think on a second viewing, I'm a little colder on it still. But there are some interesting elements in here, and some Brendan, you were saying this before we started recording, some beautiful cinematography, some really good
I'd say costume and art
designs and costume and art art design.
It's a very pretty looking, Catherine
it's
Hardwicke,
a very pretty movie,
who directed this and directed the first Twilight, came from production design before she went into directing, and that really shows in this movie. There's a great attention to detail on stuff. It's just that script is not there,
it's
so bad.
I mean, I know that this actually has its origin in, oddly enough, Leonardo DiCaprio.
So weird. It had to have changed. I mean, literally, when its origin DiCaprio, couldn't have been more than DiCaprio going, what if we did a Red Riding Hood movie? I mean, it's
supposedly story beats are his
I would be
well. He didn't write a script, I don't think, but he
I mean,
basically broke the story.
And actually, turning Red Riding Hood into a werewolf narrative is not an inherently bad idea. This could have been a better movie. It's just it's executed so stupidly, and I think also, I can't imagine that the teen romance aspects are what DiCaprio was envisioning.
Or unless he was and
I don't know when he came up with this idea. Maybe this was a post-Titanic.
I will say that she, as a director, I don't like anything she's done except for 13, which is her first thing out of the gate, and as an indie drama, that's
Lords of Dogtown is okay. Lords of Dogtown
but
is okay.
I think again, it's visual sense alone, great, doesn't necessarily make you a great director. Just like Julie Taymor films, I know that she directs actors on stage as well. on every Julie Taymor movie, I come away walk away from those going, if I had seen that on stage, I would be stunned, but I just watched the movie and it's just janky and not so good. It's a similar thing like, well, okay. Sometimes you get a Fincher who's like a, music video director guy, but actually knows how to tell a story. And you're like, oh, great. And sometimes that's a great transition.
Hardwick is a visual style. Production design background makes a lot of sense. Yes, I mean, to be fair, she's not always working with the best actors or best material either. So it does look like a lot of her career is transitioned into directing TV, and pretty good TV at that. So she just directed on that show Under the Bridge that was on Hulu that was pretty good. It was a true crime thing. She worked on Hell on Wheels, the AMC Western show. Which also makes sense because she was the production designer on Tombstone. So I mean, she works a lot. She did one of the Guillermo del Toro Cabinet of Curiosity episodes.
Well, sure.
Okay, cool.
So I mean, and that makes sense. She's obviously somebody who knows the business, knows how to get things done, can execute something that looks nice, and comes in on budget or whatever. Yes, the thing is, when they were trying to paint her as the next visionary director, it's not. It's not the total package like you're talking about.
Here's another thing this movie gets right, though. I'll say this: yes, not working perhaps with the best actors, but there are some good people in this movie slumming it. And if nothing else, we get what I think is nearly cinematically perfect genealogy of Julie Christie to Virginia Madsen to Amanda Seyfried. I'm sitting there going like, yes, grandmama and daughter. I'm like, wow, this all works. That's a great. But
it's Billy Burke's mom,
them
though.
As a family.
What? Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's not Virginia. Yeah,
it's Billy Burke's mother.
That's the paternal grandmother.
That's not.
That's the dad,
right. The dad from Twilight. I also love. It's just they just got the dad from Twilight.
Should be the dad in this. Yeah. Who actually. He's a damn good actor, but I mean, what do you...
Well, I mean, again, we're going to be saying that about pretty much. I mean,
Julie Christie's in this movie,
except for our handsome male leads.
Yeah.
Everyone in this, you're like going, oh yeah, you're doing what you can here, and I've seen you be awesome everywhere else.
And one guy who will carve out an interesting part, no matter what you've written for him,
and come up saying, "Don't worry, I've got an accent."
Oh, I have a feeling it's like I'm doing the accent. That's non-negotiable. Gary Oldman.
They were like,
Gary, did you pack your accent? I did. Hold on, let me get it out.
I've been trying a couple on while I've been on the way to set. Let me demonstrate them for you, and I will pick what I want to do regardless. But
I think
he looks amazing in this movie too. Speaking of costuming and hair and all that, I'm like,
were you?
You look awesome, Witchfinder Gary Oldman.
Thank you, Brendan, because I was getting some strong Witchfinder General vibes.
Well, that's exactly what his role is.
It's great. And
I will say again, this movie's written badly. One thing that always drives me crazy, and this is true of any Hammer knockoff or even Hammer films occasionally, when the occult expert Witchfinder talks a good game, but then everything they do is stupid.
Yeah.
And he brings an army with him, these knights basically, and they are like, well, quick, shoot an arrow at it. And they don't seem to have ever actually fought a werewolf.
My favorite part of this movie is when he yells, "God is stronger," and then immediately falls off of his fucking horse.
He gets knocked off his damn horse.
It's
very strong. God is stronger.
But man, he's gonna. That's the thing. I've been on the record, and I always put in the thing because it's a grand statement. Perhaps the greatest living actor, in my personal opinion, Gary Oldman. I love Gary Oldman.
Once again, there are not too many people who are going to fight you on that, pal. He's just amazing.
And one of the things I love about him is he's going to have fun. He's going to have a good time, even if he's in schlock. It's that
he's going to find something to keep him interested.
That vein that we love, Vincent Price or Peter Cushing or Christopher Lee. Guys
and just
who are
like those guys, they know they're making shit.
Oh, yeah.
But they find something in it to latch onto so they can actually get through
The difference is what those guys would be jealous of Gary Oldman for is he bounces back and forth. He can then go play Churchill and win an Oscar. Like they never had that. Oldman has done it without. He can dip into garbage and then it doesn't affect the rest of his career.
Michael Caine is the same story.
Michael Caine, very similar. Also,
something totally shit, Oscar winner. Something totally shit.
These guys are Teflon.
Another thing that's totally shit.
Nothing will ever damage that. People always want to hire them. So
that's absolutely true.
And that was the main thing I went into this movie too. It's like,
you're talking about Shiloh Fernandez, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. What an actor!
Can do.
What an actor!
I love the behind the scenes trivia thing about Amanda Seyfried didn't want to do the movie because she had an awkward run-in or a bad run-in with him at a party.
Makes me think he might be an asshole.
Bad vibes on this guy.
Yeah.
I wonder what that was, though. Was it there's
a couple of moments in this
kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a couple moments in this movie with him where I'm kind of like, I can theorize. I won't say anything out loud, but just like,
okay, this is not the plan.
Maybe
he's supposed to be kind of a
Elliott,
bad.
Hit us up off.
Yeah, I will say he's got a bad vibe about him, and I know he's sort of supposed to be kind of the bad boy in this, but not really. But he's kind of got a douchey vibe. And
he's got douche. I'm getting douche chills.
Yes. It's very true. I mean, Henry is the good guy. Again, it's like, oh no, she's torn between two incredibly handsome guys.
Yeah.
One is kind of reflective of her naughty bad side. The other one is totally good, but he's just not what I want.
And both of them
he's just kind of there.
And both of them are Squint and they're Edward and Jacob, right?
Yep, exactly. This actually, when I was watching it last night, is where I was like, oh, now I know why Elliott suggested this one. Because it actually is a very Twilight-esque version of The Beast Must Die, which of course
I did
think that
with
us on.
It's
because it is a mystery. Who's the werewolf? Thing.
It weirdly plays out more like a game of werewolf than it does like a Red Riding Hood adaptation.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the whole thing about that's why they gave Julie Christie brown contacts. They wanted everyone that Valerie knows to have
brown eyes.
And it's like, okay, that's clever.
Yeah, it's another Who werewolf movie.
She's pretty sure she knows who it is at the end, and I love the fact that she stabbed the wrong guy. That's funny. Yep. Anyway.
Let's.
I don't want to give away the plot.
Well,
we haven't even gotten into the movie yet.
We'll get into the movie, but first we should talk about the very Twilighty poster, right?
I thought you said we're getting into the movie. First, we need to talk about the good folks at Casper Mattress. Is that what we?
Stop giving them free advertising, Brendan. I keep telling you, the way this works is they give us money first.
I know. I'm down to talk about the poster.
Yeah.
It's
so Twilighty. It's they're on three planes here. In the front we have Amanda Seyfried in her Red Riding Hood, of course, because that's the and then there's your bad boy in between.
There's your bad boy Peter. Get it, Peter?
Oh,
Peter and the Wolf.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite piece of IMDb trivia. Is Peter is a reference to the Peter and the Wolf. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no shit.
They're
not. This movie is not very subtle.
Yeah, thanks.
And he's introduced always to the sound of an oboe.
yeah. And then in the back. Oh God, even in look, this guy's trying to give me smoldering. Max Irons is so blank-faced back there. My God, this man is dull. I mean, they're both incredibly dull in the movie.
Yeah.
It's just one is like trying to bring.
Even people that I think, weakly defend the movie, there's no escaping the desperate Twilight. You guys want more? Here's some Twilight. They always jump on their hairstyles, and that's absolutely... I'm like, you can't art direct a very nice medieval village, really nicely made and all that kind of stuff, and then still give the guy a faux hawk kind of swoop up. I mean, it's like, you mean the guy who's the woodcutter has product? It's like that.
It's very much. I don't think this phenomenon did not have a name at this point when this movie came out, but like it's 100% iPhone face, right? Like,
yes,
like the everybody else is like okay, but like these two guys may as well have fallen into a wormhole in 2011 and gone back in time to this village.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They're making absolutely no attempt, other than perhaps their clothing, to suggest these are people of that period. Even Amanda Seyfried, it's just they're not putting strong makeup on her, so there's that. But and it's just her very nice hair hangs loose, so you're not like confused by hairstyle. Mm-hmm. So while she might be a modernly beautiful person in this past, it's not like she's made up beyond that to look.
Yeah, she doesn't stick out as
she doesn't stick out as much as
I think because like the Twilight movies, the emphasis is on the fellas. We know who the target audience of this is. This is who we want to be the beautiful people in. Amanda, she's gorgeous.
She's the audience surrogate.
Right, that's the thing.
But the big problem with her is she didn't bite her lower lip enough. The whole time I was watching this movie, I was like, where's that?
I'm
torn between two lovers, feeling like a fool.
Above the cast list is from the director of Twilight comes a breathtaking vision of a 700-year-old legend.
Yeah.
Like, the teens are going to be like, ooh, a 700-year-old legend, you say?
700? Wow.
Is she perhaps
factoid
doing
for trivia night?
Robin Hood? No, different Hood. Sorry. Oh.
Yeah. And then, of course, below we have Believe the Legend, Beware the Wolf.
Man, if she did do Robin Hood, it would be literally Maid Marian focus, and she'd be torn between Robin and Little John.
Oh, no. It'd be a sexy Sheriff of Nottingham, right?
Okay.
He's not evil. He's misunderstood.
He's misunderstood.
Yeah. The other one I love, the other alt tagline that's in the IMDb here is just, "Who's afraid?"
Yep.
So good.
Yep.
Yeah. We should say.
And if you were worried that this movie wouldn't work in references to the Big Bad Wolf, don't worry. We get that too. We're getting Red Riding Hood and Big Bad Wolf.
Yeah. We should say she wanted Catherine Hardwicke really wanted Taylor Lautner to play Peter because, of course, she just directed this guy to be more like Taylor Lautner, I'm sure. And originally Christina Ricci was the first choice to play Valor. I just keep calling her Red, but of course her name in the movie is Valerie. Is that right? Yeah, it's Valerie.
Yes,
it's Valerie.
Yeah, she was a strong candidate, but was ultimately deemed too old because of they wanted the younger guys cast as the love interest.
Yeah. Well, I will say it's Christina Ricci would have been great. The problem is that Red Riding Hood, even in its most folk tale-ish form,
Seyfried might be
is
too old,
kind of
actually.
like a coming of age allegory. So you do want to go teenage. You want to go young.
I mean, I think even Seyfried is probably older than you would,
Yes, it's true.
Because this is definitely everyone's a little grown. Everyone's in their 20s playing teenage, that's
exactly correct.
Much like Twilight. I mean, it's the same playbook.
Or you could be Lucas Haas playing the village priest, and he looks like he's 18 years old.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm like 6
I just graduated from seminary school.
I do like the idea that he's like one of the adults in it. It's just like, well, I'm like 5 years older than the main actors,
right?
I was happy to see him though, because I always like Lucas Haas, and I'm like, where are you, man? Come back to
He doesn't have a whole lot to do in this movie, unfortunately. But
he's another.
Did he do Brick around this time, or was it?
Brick would have been a few years before this, but
a few.
Yeah, this was around. Cabin in the Woods.
He had just done Inception, is what he did right before this.
Oh yes.
Oh right.
That's true.
Yeah.
I forget he was in Inception.
Because he's the guy. He's the team member at the beginning that gets kidnapped by Ken Watanabe's people.
Right.
So he's only with them on the first job. But yes, he's another guy where you're like, oh, good. A really solid actor filling out the supporting. I mean, it is also similar to Twilight in that, where everyone surrounding the leads are all like really strong people. In fact, a couple of people from my Sci-Fi Channel shows are in this too, because I think they were just running around Vancouver.
They got Captain Ty, from Battlestar Galactica.
Colonel Ty, sir. Colonel Ty.
Colonel
also makes appearances in the Teen Wolf series, so we will be getting back to him.
Because once again, of course, Vancouver.
Basically,
right?
when you go to Canada, all the Canadian actors that you've seen and everything are just basically standing there at the border going, "You need us for anything?"
But
hey, how you doing?
Hey
You'd
there.
like to shoot a show here?
How's it going? What's this, a werewolf one? Oh, cool.
And I promise you, I have nothing to do with the Nexium cult. No, that was the other folk.
Yeah. The big one I was excited to see, of course, was Michael Shanks, who's totally wasted in this movie. But being a huge Stargate fan, Dr. Daniel Jackson's in here. I know, Brendan, famously anti-Stargate.
And honestly, you always have to tell me, because if you just say Michael Shanks, I have no idea who that is. And then you have to go, he's the guy who played
He played Dr. Daniel Jackson, which was the Dane Spader part. And in this, he is Henry's father, who is killed pretty early in the movie.
Pretty early on.
Yeah.
But I was like, hey, Michael Shanks. And he also played Hawkman on Smallville.
Wow.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
All right. The things I know people from are apparently not what other people know people from. But anyway,
I know Michael Hogan from Teen Wolf.
I think it's it's great that they have these actors, but I'm sitting there going like, Julie Christie.
Julie Christie is. I know when the cast list came up and it was like, and Julie Christie, I was like, oh no.
She's very good.
Well, of course,
her part's not big,
again,
but she plays that ambiguity of grandma pretty well.
Virginia Madsen's good. Billy Burke is good.
Yes.
They're all good. They're just in a
Billy Burke's a little sleepy in this movie till he finally gets to kick it in.
Because he has
to be kind of shifting into the background.
Yeah. He doesn't. Otherwise, people will go, "Oh, it's her dad."
We don't love
him. Her dad. Oh, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen the movie.
We didn't even get to do a werewolf break.
Oh no! Yeah. Do you know
what I meant was
this movie could have used a werewolf break? That would
it actually could because it's structured that way.
Do you
know who the werewolf is?
Who the werewolf
They
is?
should have pulled an Ellery Queen, had Amanda Seyfried turn to the camera and go, yes. I know who the werewolf is.
I think I know who it is. How about you?
Yeah.
Man, that'd be great.
That would be great. Anyway, okay, so the movie opens with a big CGI shot through the mountains. Oh, through the mountains, here we go, up and down.
Over the river, through the woods, to grandmother's house we go.
100%. And then we find this idyllic little village.
I was worried at the very beginning with this flashback to little kid Valerie running around with kid Peter, because the setting there looks very stage bound.
I was also concerned about
that.
Like
fairy tale world. Yeah, and I think she did it purposefully, but I was like going, oh crap, is this what the scenery's going to look like? And then it turns out it's probably just her romanticized childhood memory of it. But yeah, she totally kills a rabbit. And here's the thing I want to say about that. That is an early warning sign about serial killers. So I think perhaps Valerie herself, whether or not she has the blood of the wolf, has probably killed people and buried them in the basement.
I'd say that's a safe guess.
So the part of the reason why I have any affection for this movie is because there are so many like little things that I'm like grab onto that like, oh, this could have been so cool if they had like followed through on anything.
No, I think a good movie could have come out of this, no question.
Well, this is right at the beginning. What they're, I think, trying to do is this is a revisionist version of the story where Red Riding Hood will have more agency. Yes, there is a woodcutter, and I'm sitting there going, how long before the woodcutter saves her from the wolf? Because, of course, that's the fairy tale. But this ain't your daddy's Red Riding Hood, because she's clearly tougher than her male friends. Like, look, we're going to eat that rabbit. I'm going to go ahead and kill it. And the whole thing is we get the background of the village. There's like, isn't there narration? There's a lot of
voiceover from Amanda Seyfried. It sort of feels like there maybe was a version of the script where she is telling somebody the story.
Oh yeah, like
that would.
But that doesn't. But or like a child. Like there is. I can see a version of this where at the end, she is like telling the story to her daughter or son, and like, oh, Peter comes back from his hunting during the full moon or whatever. Like I could see that vision.
She should be telling it to the child who I saw in the alternate ending. Anyway,
perhaps.
Yeah, but instead what it comes off as is
Nothing.
Well, it comes off as another Twilight thing, right? Which is Bella narrates the Twilight. So, boom, we're just doing that shit again.
Yeah. In our village, we have a deal struck with the local werewolf, which is we put out our.
Excuse me, I believe we have a contract here that you are not honoring.
Right.
And that's why he doesn't kill any of the people. So that's the deal. And there's also a curfew, but little Valerie and little Peter, who actually looks older than her, and I was like, what's going on there? Yeah, it's a little creepy. But they go and trap a rabbit, and she's like, you gotta kill it. And he's kind of like, I don't know if I will. And she's like, give me the goddamn knife.
Give me the goddamn knife. You said you were gonna make me hunting boots, and you're gonna fucking do it.
And then she slits the rabbit's throat and smears the blood on her face.
Elliot,
and I'm like, what is this?
Did you recognize little Valerie?
I did, and I forgot to look it up later, but there was something really familiar about her, and it's like right on the tip of my tongue.
From another podcast that Elliot and I did, the first season of the IP Squad. She plays Greta, the girl at the pharmacy in It, Chapter 1.
That's right.
And the sequel, Chapter 2, according to her
in the
Wikipedia.
flashbacks to it, yes, she also still plays the young Greta, yes. So there you go. Yeah. Also a Warner Brothers picture.
Also a Warner Brothers picture.
You know, they like to keep people around.
They do.
But yes, they are leaving out a pig for the wolf, which we get some, I guess, somewhat decent screenwriting of like, oh, don't be sad, honey. We have to let the pig out so the wolf doesn't eat us.
Better the pig than you.
Yeah. Wait, we haven't mentioned that this comes from screenwriter David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick. Good God, could you have more names?
My God.
Yeah. The writer of the movie that this guy wrote before this was Orphan.
Like
Orphan. Yeah.
Interesting. Another one with a weird twist.
Yeah. A movie I don't think is good, but kind of enjoy because the twist is completely fucking insane.
It's completely buck wild.
Yeah. But clearly becomes a Warner dude because he wrote this, Wrath of the Titans, The Conjuring 2. Then obviously continued with Juan over to Aquaman, then Conjuring, Devil Made Me Do It.
The Devil Made Me Do It.
And then wrote 14 episodes of The Walking Dead. And then wrote Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So, and is
I have a lot to talk to him about.
And then I guess is currently writing.
I do too.
Conjuring Last Rites is what.
Oh my God, my emotional support con artists and their final movie.
Yeah. Which after that comes out, that will be the required 4 movies for an IP school. Although we can do the prequels, I guess, can't we? So
yes. Oh my God, John, please, we have to do the Conjuring verse.
Oh, of course.
You guys do that without me.
Yeah. Brendan's staying.
Yeah, you're not invited. Who said you were invited?
Yeah. Well, thank you for letting me.
I have seen the Conjuring movies. I think I saw the first Annabelle, and that's it.
I have seen every single Conjuring verse.
Yeah, I've seen them,
including La Llorona.
I have seen none of them, but as a 12-year-old, I read The Demonologist by Ed and Lorraine Warren. So I've got problems and takes.
Well, it's
make no mistake. I joke that they're my emotional support con artists, but they were 100% con artists. I'm just fascinated by their silver screen rehabilitation in the modern era. It's insane.
As spiritual warriors keeping us safe from evil.
I love them. It's
wild.
When they're Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, they're great. They're wonderful.
Yeah. When they're
the real life Ed and Lorraine,
dumpy looking.
Hate. Oh yeah, no.
Dumpy looking.
Yeah, they got a Hollywood
and his wife with a beehive hair.
They got a Hollywood glow up big time in those movies.
That was a big time glow up.
Yeah.
Anyway. Back on the topic of the werewolf.
Okay, so let's go 10 years later. A decade later.
It's a decade later.
They're super hot.
And we get reintroduced to Valerie, and we also meet her sister Lucy. Is that her name? Yeah, Lucy.
Well, her corpse. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was about.
Well, because
you didn't want to get to know her too well.
Before that, we just get sexy chopping of wood, and she's just watching him chop wood and is like,
and then I love when she just hops out from behind a tree holding an axe.
Yeah.
girl, what are you doing?
The energy of that.
Again, we just caught her after she had made another kill. I think that Valerie is a murderer.
Yeah.
It's certainly a take.
It's a take.
But no, yeah, it's
she was just making a skin suit.
I
missed
don't know,
it.
The extremely awkward energy of Amanda Seyfried in this opening scene. You're like, what is this?
And there's some jibber jabber where they're like, "Oh, we're congratulating you on getting engaged to the son of the blacksmith, Henry," and she's like, "But I like Peter." It's like, "Yes, but this will be a good arranged marriage. It's gonna work out."
But this is one of
Peter
those
is the one.
movies.
Peter is weirdly the one to tell her that she's now engaged to Henry, and like while they're like making their plans to run away together, and that is when the bell tolls, and they're like, "Oh God, the wolf!
The wolf has struck."
Yes, the wolf has struck,
and it's been decades.
And dear God, no, not sweet innocent Lucy, never her.
Sweet innocent Lucy has been killed,
and thus begins this movie's obsession with everybody having to announce their familial relation to every other person they meet as many times as they can.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, how else are we to know what's happening?
And there's also kind of some, at least for me in the beginning, there was some confusion because Valerie's father's name is Cesar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But there's the Henry's family, I think their last name is Lazar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good screenwriting right there.
I was like,
good name choices, everybody.
Yeah. Yes, that's terrible.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff where you're like, that made it through all the rungs that have to go to get a studio film made. Nobody was like, that's a little confusing. Okay. Sure.
It's okay. We just won't say his name very much.
And so while
Lazar. Hello, Lazar. And hey, Cesar. Good to see you, Lazar.
I like that John C. Reilly made an appearance in there in those voices.
Yeah.
We already had him as a vampire a couple weeks ago, so
well, that was a while back.
Yeah, you guys were eating good at Cirque du Freak.
Cirque du Freak.
Were we eating good? We were eating. I don't know about good.
That one also had a great slum in it in Defoe. I mean Riley as well, but Defoe showing up in that movie for no reason.
Literally 3 minutes of screen time, and he rules as he always does. Okay, moving on.
Him and Oldman, both the best.
I know.
So anyway, everyone's real upset, but mainly she's still upset that she has to marry. Valerie's still upset that she has to marry the super boring Max Irons. Henry, and her mom, played by fucking Academy Award nominee Virginia Madsen, goes, "Why not? I
didn't love your father when we first married."
Yep, has to go like, I was in a very similar situation. Let me hide the fact that it's literally with the father of the guy you're supposed to marry. We'll hold that till later.
Luckily, I have a super convenient story from my own life.
Mm-hmm. And also just great.
Well, that's the big, weirdly incestuous reveal later.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to love, though, that she's just like, she goes, and I learned to love him, sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of,
I learned to love Billy Burke somehow.
He's okay.
Somehow.
He's okay.
He's all right. He gets a little drunk occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see that when we have our very long ceremony dancing sequence festival scene.
We'll get there. We'll get
there.
He
has everything.
Yeah. Because everybody, instead, we're all at the pub gathering, getting drunk.
If we had Stefan, it'd be so good.
Red Riding Hood
party has everything.
Secret
Big bad wolf imitators.
Big bad wolf.
People
random animal masks. A woman with a weird headdress just kind of standing there.
Some medieval twerking.
Yeah.
Weirdly anachronistic music.
I know. Yeah. Anytime this movie, which about 3 times, kicks off with like modern,
I'm
pop,
just like soft pop.
God, this doesn't work.
That's
electric guitar is cranking, and you're like,
I don't. The anachronisms I would be all right with if the rest of the movie had gone into like super stylized.
Well, if they were trying to do
Like but also like a movie that was kind of around the same time that I think did it better. Also not an amazing movie, but Hansel and Gretel.
But Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters is just like, this is a fucking crazy.
They were all in. They were all in on the goofy
shit.
That's just pulp. Like that's just pure grindhousey. I enjoyed that movie because it's fun and it's just dumb by design.
Well, it's doing a fairy tale as a fairy tale badass action thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is trying to kind of lull you into this is possibly real world.
That's the thing, is it's sort of like either Hardwick needs to pick a lane. Either this is very stylized and kind of modern, but or it's very medieval, and she kind of tries to have it both ways, and it feels
end up
weird.
working.
It makes everything feel weird. But anyway, you mentioned Hammer movies earlier, Brendan, and boy, do you feel like you're in a Hammer movie when everybody's getting drunk in the pub going, let's go kill a fucking werewolf!
Well, yeah, they're angry because the pact has been broken, and I do love how, they've been dealing with this thing for decades, and they're like just now going like, hey, did it never occur to us to just hunt it down and kill it?
Especially because, and I had forgotten this, but especially because it's not like they are out there looking for it, hunting and looking for it. They know where the damn thing lives.
Yeah.
Like, it literally never occurred to any of them to be like, wait, we know where this guy's house is, so let's go.
They also lay out the rules of like it can only walk in human form during the day. It can't step on hollow ground, and it hates silver.
It
hates silver. Look, camera, at my silver knife.
I know, it's such a subtle. It's like you're like, okay,
they shouldn't need Gary Oldman. It shouldn't take a pro to find this werewolf.
I do love how the only reason Gary Oldman's character, who is a witchfinder priest type guy, gets called in by their priest, who is a total fanboy for him. But I love the way that pays off, where at the end he's like, I'm so sorry I did it. I really thought he was cool. I thought he was going to be much cooler than this. I am so embarrassed.
Oh, no, yeah. So
I didn't know he was going to bring a metal elephant.
I didn't know he was going to be such a jag.
He's such a jack.
And then beginning in the very Twilight thing after this is Peter being classic, just like Edward or Jacob, where he's just like, you know what? Maybe it's better if you just forget about me and go marry that guy. There's like 5 scenes of this.
Yeah,
we're in love. But you probably it was
just a fling,
but your mom said to me one time that I shouldn't go after you anymore, and that's all it took for me.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm outie.
But don't worry,
is that still a thing? Do people say that yet?
Yeah, is that right? What is this? We're all a little confused on the time period of this movie.
Is this the 1300s? I'm not sure, but I'm outie.
We're not quite sure on what take we're doing here yet. So it's he's terrible. Max Irons is bad too, but this guy really, because Max Irons is dull. This guy though is trying to like lean into, I'm just so tortured,
Yeah, I don't think I would have liked him if I met him at a party.
Oh no, Max Irons, like at least Henry isn't a character, so it's kind of okay that Max Irons is not very like interesting, because Henry is just kind of there.
Yeah,
Henry's supposed to be one where even though he's handsome, you could understand why she's not attracted, because he is blandly decent.
Yeah,
and we know from real life that blandly decent guys don't get the girls.
No, of course not.
No,
even if they're super duper handsome.
Hot,
never happens.
And sons of really awesome actors.
Oh, jeez. Like I said this before we recorded, but I want on mic. So sad this guy inherited none of his dad's charisma or talent, because his father is one of the most compelling actors I've ever seen.
Jeremy Irons all day long.
And in his day was a pretty good looking fella. Not that he's a bad looking older gentleman.
Wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers, that's for sure.
No, but especially
crackers. Who would eat crackers in bed? Elliot, you tell the funniest stories.
Brendan, you doth protest too much. Makes me think you're always eating crackers in bed.
Yeah.
Why stop at crackers? I famously had an entire pot of soup that went all over my bed because I was going to sit down and eat it. It was
my bedtime
chicken
stew.
chowder, and it just
buddy.
went. It's because I kind of had it sitting on a thing to support it, and when I sat on the bed, it did the hop, and then hot soup in bed.
Hot soup in bed.
Well,
as we all know from Valerie's grandma.
Yeah.
Because we got to go to her
grief
next.
is less with bread or something like that.
Yeah. We got to go to her next because they're all walking out of town to go hunt this wolf, and Julie Christie, fucking legend, that she is, who is very good in this movie. Even though I'm like, Jesus, I hope this paid for a new kitchen. Jesus.
Yeah.
But this is a long way from Robert Altman, man. But she pulls Billy Burke aside and makes a point of saying, "Be careful, my son.
Be careful, my son. Okay, Mom."
Yeah. We're definitely related.
Yes.
Like you're talking about it. I agree with the
lest
line.
anyone forget.
Yeah, the lineage.
Yeah, like YouTube knobheads.
Yeah.
Ooh, snap.
Oh no. Because Billy Burke does not seem as much like Julie Christie's son as weirdly Virginia
everyone in
Madsen
town
does. Yeah, they're all
tromps out of the village chanting, "Track down this murderer, he must be found. Track down this murderer,
kill the beast. Kill the beast.
Kill the beast." Does a little bit of the Wicked thing too.
Yeah.
So they go after.
So they're out hunting, and while that's happening, anytime this movie tries to steer back to the fairy tale, it is so stupid and on the nose.
Excruciating.
Because
sometimes all you need is a dream sequence to get some of the famous lines in there.
God.
I love
it's cringe.
I love
as
that
the kids
dream
say,
sequence.
it's cringe.
Yes, I love that dream sequence because they're acting like they're like, oh, we better put this in for the fans of the fairy. Like, if we don't include this, people are gonna be on our ass.
1490s kids will love this.
Yeah, man. There's just, so many people love this story and the really specific dialogue of it. If we didn't we know we were going to get feedback. So we thought, let's get ahead of the haters.
Actually, I think that is true, but I'm sure there's infinite ways that it could have been better handled.
Yeah.
By the way, don't watch this movie. We've mentioned this movie a few times on the show. Don't watch this movie. Watch Freeway.
Oh, man, Freeway.
Elliot, have you seen
if you're
Freeway?
going to do an adaptation of a fairy tale,
Freeway
put it in modern
is a
realm.
modern day sort of crime noirish, like 90s
like
movie.
a 90s serial killer thing, like California with a K, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's Little Red Riding Hood, and it's Reese Witherspoon is trying to go visit her grandmother, is hitchhiking, gets picked up by serial killer Kiefer Sutherland, who is the wolf.
Okay.
And it takes all the tropes of Red Riding Hood, but puts them through this like grimy 90s serial killer movie.
Interesting.
It's one of the first things that I knew Reese Witherspoon from.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
It's a very
she's
weird.
Talented. Jeez.
It's a very weird movie, and no surprise, Kiefer is going for it in that movie.
Oh yeah, he went for it. I noticed that too.
Yeah, I know. Unlike him. Usually really plays it pretty safe.
Usually he's asleep.
Yeah. Talk about a
who
guy.
woke Kiefer up.
Talk about a guy who did inherit his father's talent. But
there's that.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're all at. Oh, the grandmother has knit her the titular Red Riding Hood is what.
Yeah, thank God we got there.
Yeah, because and it is. God, does this thing flow? Hardwick, and it does look cool every time.
It's gorgeous.
They have this thing flowing out behind her. Once again, that's the stuff Hardwick's very good at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this could have been. I mean, it probably wouldn't have ended up being like kind of cheap looking because it is sort of the focal point of like the whole damn thing. But it's so beautifully, it's so beautifully tailored.
Especially
and the embroidery and the texture on it, it's gorgeous.
Up against the snow when it's furled out behind her, so all that stuff is great. Like I said, visually, I don't have much to say other than she's traded in her blue filters for orange filters in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine. But so anyway, they're out hunting. And of course, because they're fucking dumb dudes, they don't know where to go.
It's a fork in the cave. let's split up.
Yeah.
Oh, beans, it's another fork.
It's another fork. They kept finding so much silverware in this particular cavern.
And we lose Michael. We get into the and unfortunately we do lose Michael Shanks. R.I.P. to Dr. Daniel Jackson of Stargate SG-1, folks.
They're doing a good, or at least Catherine Hardwicke's doing a good thing of the CG might be a little sketchy, so we're gonna keep the werewolf in the darkness for a good bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just a scary growl and people getting chopped up.
The CG werewolf is no worse than the very brightly lit CG wolves of Twilight.
That's right.
Really,
I will say, werewolves. There are very few werewolves that look good on camera.
I would concur with that, and we can actually.
And I think this is when you guys. Yeah, I mean, you guys would know better than most. But I do think this is one of the better looking.
I think it's okay.
CGI wolves.
It's okay.
I mean, once again, it doesn't stand out amongst the worst, that's for sure. But it's also the first episode that kicked off this season. It's Joe Johnson's The Wolfman, where we loved that werewolf.
Yeah,
loved that.
That
werewolf.
was some excellent
that is
practical makeup werewolfery.
Yeah. Well, the fact that it's mostly practical with only some CG really helps there. Anyway, but they couldn't do that here because it might give away who the wolf is.
That's right.
If they had someone.
It's a mystery.
It's a Who werewolf. Another Who werewolf. So yeah. Anyway, so they come back. They come back to the town. They think they've killed the wolf. They are. It's another thing. It's another thing that shouldn't take Gary Oldman to be like, that is clearly like a normal wolf's head. What are you talking about?
And it's funny. He even had, like, in that same derisive manner is like, that's just a common gray wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just the common gray wolf.
It's just the common gray wolf.
There's a wolf among you.
And he tells, when Gary Oldman shows up, it's with great pomp and circumstance.
With great pomp and circumstance. Arrives in this big carriage with a cross on it.
Yeah.
And a fucking crazy elephant torture device. His daughters come out of the carriage and they're like, Daddy, no. And he's like, oh, don't worry, little beans. I'll kill the beast that took your mother. Go on now. And then he turns to town. He's like, their mother was the werewolf and I fucking killed her.
I killed my own wife.
And he goes to say, when he tells him, you didn't kill a werewolf, that's a wolf. And they're like, how do you know? He goes, well, they turned back into human. So basically, here's how I know. Because it turns out the werewolf that killed, it turned out to be my own goddamn wife. Because I chopped off the werewolf's hand, came back, and there was my wife.
I love how much he brings that up. Because anytime they think he's going too far or whatever, he's just like, I remind you, I killed my own wife.
Literally, there's literally like I think it's Amanda Seyfried actually, and she's just like, no, I know him, and he's like, better than I knew my own wife. Gotcha.
Yeah,
mic drop.
Yeah. By the way,
never forget my wife was a werewolf.
I killed my own wife. Totes did it.
Yeah.
He won't shut up about it.
I'm hardcore,
no, the
baby.
thing he won't shut up about is a man bitten is a man cursed.
Yeah,
that's true.
That comes in about 18 motherfucking
only
times.
during a blood moon. Because once again, as we try, one of the things we
got some rules.
Chart on this show, we love monster rules on here, and every movie's got to play a little different. Here's their thing. Here is werewolves are pass through bloodlines, except during a blood moon. If you were bitten by a werewolf,
right.
During not scratched, bitten. That's also
has to be bitten.
Has to be bit.
Then you are cursed to become a werewolf yourself.
That's right. That's famous. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
A man bitten is a man cursed.
Yeah, that's okay.
But only on the blood moon.
I do like, of course, also in that. Before I want to get back to Gary Oldman's entrance, but I just the funny thing of Max Irons after his father died. Angrily blacksmithing made me laugh.
Yeah.
I don't want you to see me like this.
Yeah.
King. Oh, no. I have to mold this metal.
It's what my dad would have
Anyway,
and we also work stuff out. We all know that
now that she's dead, Virginia Madsen confesses to Seyfried that it was Michael Shanks who she was in love with. Mm-hmm. And in fact, your sister was actually his daughter.
Yeah.
That
it was at that point because I had forgotten I had forgotten what the twist was, like who the werewolf actually ended up being. And so at that point, I just wrote it all caps. I was like, "Oh, that's right. Now I remember what's going on."
But also, the fact that Lucy was desperately in love with Henry is where it's real creepy, because that's her half brother. She didn't know that was her half brother.
Oh yes, no, yeah, the sister's half brother,
the sister, and we'll find out later that obviously Billy Burke didn't know that either, which is what ended up.
But when he finds
Lucy
out,
was killed.
Trouble. Anyway, sorry. Back to Gary Oldman's entrance. You mentioned the daughters, but the other line he has in here that I wrote down, because of course he's like, "I've come here to stop the big bad wolf."
Yeah.
Skirt so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad, but I like that Gary Oldman's like, "Oh, I'm bringing the full Oldman gravitas to that."
He did, though. He did.
It almost sells you, even though you're like, "That's incredibly
he almost
stupid."
sells it.
He's almost good enough to sell how stupid that is. And so he tells his whole backstory.
He's carrying her hand around in a box,
which is either extremely well embalmed or like it happened yesterday.
Yeah. What if they had only fought one werewolf ever and it happened to be his wife? It would explain why they are so bad.
Not very good.
That has to be the case,
They're
right?
the best.
I killed one werewolf and I haven't shut up about it.
And I haven't never shut up.
And did I mention she was my wife?
I was married to
my wife.
Yeah.
My wife.
Yeah. By the way, do you think no dialect coach, right? He just came in already knowing this accent, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he's
absolutely.
No and one else is German or whatever he's supposed to be.
After first shots were done, they just went, "You gonna stick with that one, Gary? That one feels good." Yes. So, yeah. Okay. Yes. Great.
Of course.
Perfect. Of course.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight the werewolf.
Yeah. The accent is non-negotiable. I do. My notes do say Lucas Haas drools over Gary Oldman's holy silver sword.
Yeah,
he is just like, "Oh, sweet."
Yeah, he's a total fanboy. It's great.
Yeah, and Haas is great.
The part I didn't understand with this was when they show up, they are here to save the town from a werewolf. Okay, but they pull up, and Gary Oldman's talking and doing all that stuff, but they keep making cuts to some of his knights, and they are just pointing crossbows at people.
Yeah.
They just showed up, and they're just pointing crossbows at people.
He comes in and basically declares martial law.
Oh, because his first move is like, "Close the gates, lock the city down."
Don't you know there's a blood moon coming up?
Yeah, and it could.
I brought a little planetarium to show you.
Yeah, look at how the blood moon works.
You may not have heard about a man bitten and a blood moon is a man cursed.
Well, it's another thing too, where we talk when he's also just like, "For the wolf turns back into human, he could be anyone among you." And I went like, "Is that news to them?" It's unclear how much they should already know.
That is true. That is very true.
Because I think the thing is, and Gary Oldman says as much, is that he's like, "Yeah, the fucking werewolf tricked you dumb shits into believing it was a wolf that lived in a cave, and it's living among you this whole time for two." And they're like, "We've been dealing with this wolf for 2 generations."
I did think this is a PG-13 movie for teenage girls. I was not expecting him to go, "You dumb motherfuckers."
Yeah. Newsflash for all you dipshits.
Gary Oldman actually improvised much of that. No,
that's in the special notes.
That was in the cut you saw, right, Brendan? You watched
yes,
cut,
that was
which
the
had all of
ending.
Oldman's curse-filled.
And also, they did a sort of a Smoking the Bandit blooper reel over the credits in the alternate.
Oops. Well, Dom DeLuise was pulling all kinds of pranks on the set of this.
He sure
thing.
was. He was delightful.
Oh man. So they're like, "Well, you go hunt your wolf. We're still gonna throw a celebration for."
We're gonna throw the weirdest party you've ever seen.
It's so strange that he's like, "All right, guys, here's the thing. I'm in charge now, and I'm gonna kill your werewolf. And it's a blood moon. Everyone's gonna go inside." And these people, now granted, they do make the point that only Lucas Haas invited him. Like, he's the one that's excited about this, and they're like, we don't give a shit. But I just love the fact they're like, yeah, that sounds a legit thing to do, but instead, party.
Yeah, and also that Gary Oldman's just like, okay, fine, your funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So they do have a very long party.
Time.
Yeah. They do, and Oldman does sort of just go like, yeah, this will probably bring the wolf out, so I'll just... yes, my note...
I have to keep an eye out for kids doing magic, doing card tricks.
There's the what your great grandparents would have called simple kid in the village who does little magic tricks, and later on will be so witch hunted it's ridiculous.
It's weird look for the movie
in general. Here is like conjure.
I'm going to witch hunt the fuck out.
Meanwhile, David Blaine is somewhere going like, I should lay low for a while.
Yeah.
I want it in the background, him just sneaking.
I'm checking out a different village now.
I'm gonna take my ice block that I live in with me and just all right, so yes, they're all dancing, and what's this, our woodcutter guy is dancing with another girl. What?
I know.
Bastard.
Mm-hmm. And it's some dirty dancing.
Some dirty. And then Amanda Seyfried goes and dirty dances with her friend.
Yeah. It happens at clubs all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best part of the movie, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird. As it says in my notes, sexy medieval dancing breaks out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
they're doing the thing where they put their arms together and turn and it goes on.
And then also grinding, and it goes on for way too long.
Yeah. This is the kind of footage that I'm like, well, this is gonna haunt Seyfried for her whole career, is that this is on film.
Boy.
No matter what you do, you were in this.
Well, there's also that part at the end where she smiles sexily at a wolf.
And I was like, okay, I think that solved the movie for me.
I think
that's the smile of a monster fucker. I love you, girl.
Yeah, I think that. She's totally cool with it. She's like,
she still has a T-shirt that says "monster fucker" that she got, I think, on Rap Day for this.
Mm-hmm.
She is just like, we'll get to it. But at the end of the movie, basically, she's just like, my boyfriend's a werewolf. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, totally.
Me too, girl.
Somehow he's the one that figured out how not to be a terrible evil monster. Okay, great.
But, of course, there's some shoving and some male, hey, bro, kind of energy.
Bro.
Yeah, chest to chest. You want to go? Let's go. Fighting.
Treat Valerie with respect.
And then, of course, the most embarrassing line of dialogue in the whole movie.
That's saying something. So what is it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. It is after they break off from this and they go get sexy in the
granary.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where the Peter says, "I could eat you up."
Oh my God!
It's what I love is.
Oh well, no, we lost Elliott.
Elliott's still vomiting over in the corner of the screen.
Yeah.
Day 2 of vomit.
What I love about it is it's bad for multiple reasons.
Oh yeah,
it's an on-the-nose wolf line. It's a gross sexual line. Like, it's just everything about it is a terrible line. But
it's clever, isn't it? Because it's also making you think.
Well, that's the thing. When she's putting the clues together for who the werewolf is, I laughed so hard that they played it again. I was like, "Are you kidding? That was a horrible line the first time." Wait, I'm sorry. You're gonna try to make that?
Don't remind me. I'd almost forgotten.
But I'm also like, that was a stupid line. You're actually gonna make that a legitimate clue now? What, are you kidding me? I could eat you.
He's just being gross.
He did say that. That's something a wolf might say. Yeah. No, he's just gross and weird. But then, oh no, the festival. Oh shit, it's broken up because here comes the werewolf, folks.
Here they come.
Don't you hate it? You're throwing a party. Werewolf shows up. No one invited that werewolf.
No.
Nobody wants him there.
And really, all he does is kind of run through people. I think only one person dies, maybe.
Does Virginia Madsen get scratched?
No, Michael Hogan dies. There's some gal that dies.
Oh, okay.
And the brother of the captain.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well,
actually,
he gets bitten,
folks,
but has to be put down.
Folks, don't worry. Michael Hogan dies, but because he's a Cylon, he actually regenerates on a resurrection ship.
And then his descendant goes and is an evil old man in California.
Yeah.
All I can do is sigh.
Trying to hunt werewolves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. By the way, spoilers for Battlestar Galactica.
And spoilers for Teen Wolf the series.
Yeah. Which, honestly, if you haven't watched those at this point, you're probably not going to. These are not new shows. But Oldman is like, time to go to work. And then pretty quickly, though, is like, never mind, it's too strong. You have a terrible monster hunt. Pretty quickly,
it's strong.
Like, oh, shit.
God is stronger. Oh, wait, damn, no, you're right. This thing is strong.
Never mind. Pack it in, boys. Pack it in.
He totally stands back for the longest time and points his sword like, go get him, guys. And all of his knights fail spectacularly. And then he's charging at it on his horse.
Yep.
This isn't a good tactic. And he is shouting, God is stronger. And then the werewolf says, oh, yeah, and then knocks the whole horse on top of him. That's not a
great monster.
It's not a great look.
He's got a lot of good energy. He talks a good game.
But
push comes to shove.
But he can't walk the walk.
No, that's the problem.
Doesn't matter how badass two of his fingernails are.
But guess what?
We're not there
that
yet.
Silver manicure.
We're not there yet. That's a look he should rock.
It actually looks infected.
It doesn't look great.
Ugh. I don't know. I think that's a look Oldman should rock in his everyday life.
It's you have to be careful or else you'll fucking Johnny Tremaine yourself.
Oh, Johnny Tremaine. Man, are they still making people read that? They made me read that in like 6th grade.
I don't
know if we actually read it, but we did watch the movie.
No, we were forced to read it.
It's acknowledged.
But I think it was because we didn't read the book because I think we watched the movie in like history class for like our American history unit as like the wrap up for Revolutionary War or something. Because if you want kids to retain information about history, you make them watch a Disney movie.
I know, it's like, here's a non-history to wrap up your history course. Yeah. Here's some fiction.
We watched Red Badge of Courage for the Civil War unit.
We read it. You guys didn't read anything, did you? At all
Lord,
in your high
I
school
read
years?
plenty of stuff.
I read a lot of stuff, just not the stuff they asked me to read. That was my problem.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just going to read these in this book over here.
Listen, did I read The Outsiders and start shipping the characters? Yeah. Is that what my teachers wanted? Absolutely not.
Do you still have hard drives full of stuff about Pony Boy? Yeah, you do.
I do. I actually, and not Outsiders, because I also did ship Tom Sawyer characters, but I do still have like Tom Sawyer's shipping fan art I drew during class. It's like, this is not what we wanted you to get out of this.
Is it Jim and Huck that you've got going on? Are they doing that? Okay.
Hey man, it's there. You don't even have to read between the lines.
It's there. Barely subtext.
Barely.
And then you watch the Jonathan Taylor Thomas movie. Barely subtext.
Well, the second JTT gets involved, come on, man, where the whole thing's getting sexy. Let's see. We were talking about Oldman can talk. Guess who else can talk the talk? The wolf. The wolf talks.
The wolf can talk.
When the wolf started talking, I started laughing. I will say, I was like, oh no, the wolf is talking. Oh, no.
Yeah. I loved it.
Because, and the wolf is like, is this Billy Burke's voice? It's sort of a, like, generic man's voice.
And it's also filtered through
That's what I mean.
Of different...
It's like, it's vaguely masculine, but maybe it's all on a filter. It's a weird voice, and it's just like, hey, Valerie, you can end this if you just come away with me now.
Yeah.
You and I
It's like you for the village, basically.
Yeah, and the fact that her immediate thought is Peter, and then like the reveal that it was her dad is just
it's so weird.
It's kind of gross.
It's so weird.
Kinda weird.
Wait, is gross the word that you use for hot?
Yes, Brendan.
I have to go.
Brendan's always mixing up those two words, which is not great.
That explains so much.
Yeah, it's not great. And is like, hey, don't you act so innocent for me. I know you killed that rabbit 10 years ago in the opening sequence.
In the opening sequence of the movie.
I saw the prologue, lady. Don't fuck her. You don't try it with me. You know.
According to IMDb, the wolf voice was done by somebody named Archie Rice, who is only in this movie.
Oh God, it's probably somebody who knows somebody who's like, yeah, I'll do the wolf.
Or it's a Alan Smithy or a misdirect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's rearrange. Hey, let's take a break to rearrange the letters in Archie Rice.
Let's get a mirror. Let's pull an Alucard, get a mirror up, and go. It's Alucard. What? It's something.
Alucard.
Yeah. Is that may be no, Martin's our longest running bit, but that's pretty close to our longest running bit. Is Alucard from Son of Dracula.
And people just figuring it out.
God, it took that guy way too long to be like,
where's a mirror?
I can't. I gotta write
to
this.
Mean something.
It's here. The answer's here. Anyway, and then just because I reference him, I do wish Martin was in this movie going, this is crazy. This guy's a wolf. That's crazy.
Yeah, Martin makes everything better.
Yeah, every movie should have Martin from 1931's Dracula. No question. Because otherwise, how will I know how crazy things are?
Without him actually verbalizing it, you're lost.
I also like where Oldman came in going, I'm going to shut the town down. And now he's like, all right, next step. Now you all have to stay in your homes. I'm really cracking the whip now.
Haha.
Yeah, because now he quarantines the town. Yeah, and yes, this does add to Brady. We were talking about it. How many wolves have they taken down? Because he goes, "This is by far the worst werewolf I've ever seen."
Yeah, he's like looking
at
his
wife
men
was so much easier to kill. What
that
the
was
fuck?
one chop, head came right off. This
one must come from a long line because they get stronger with each generation. I do
sort of like
this one has to be super strong.
I do like the interpretation that he's just bullshitting. Like he got embarrassed, so he's like, "No, this one must be like some kind of
it's a super werewolf.
Probably been at it a long time.
This one probably came from Krypton. Yeah, it's the rays of the sun that it can't walk out in.
Yeah, that must be it.
That's it.
Yeah, must be a strong bloodline. He goes, okay. So now his thing is like, we have to find it in the human form. That's how we're not going to take it out in full wolf. We've got to kill it as a human.
Yep.
And so he goes, all right, folks, here's what you're going to look for. Because once again, we've got to get, and what are I should have written these down.
Oh, I don't know.
What were the things he asked to look for? I mean, it's just like anyone acting suspicious. I don't think it's anything too...
Well, there's also later on, there's like also something about a smell, but then it turns out that it's only a couple of people for some reason that can smell the smell. But I think at some point they bring up like, okay, people wearing a lot of fur and acting weird, or I don't know.
It's like everybody in this village is weird.
Yep. And they're all wearing fur. So there you go.
So yeah, it's dumb. Obviously, I didn't feel it was important enough to write down. So
no, it doesn't add up to anything.
It doesn't. Yeah, because basically what happens is, God, I don't even remember. No, is that then he like switches tactics and he's like, oh, people who study like demons and like witchcraft or also, know werewolves
really
and
like anyone that acts weird.
Yeah. So he takes the Claude. He takes Claude,
and
disabled
Claude
kid, and tosses him in a torture device.
And Claude is the brother of one of Valerie's friends too.
Yes, the brother of Roxanne, I think her name is.
Yes, it is.
She doesn't have to put on the red light.
No,
she
tries to though.
The other moment that we're supposed to think like, oh God, this guy might be unhinged, is where one of his guys had been bitten and he just fucking kills him.
Yeah,
just fucking kills him.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the brother of the guy of the guard. This is where they're like going, look, sorry man, there's no coming back. You were bitten in the blood moon, so you're cursed, so I gotta kill you.
And cursed.
And then it'll come back on him.
By the way,
poetic justice.
Roxanne is familiar to us, Brendan, from the X-Men movies where she plays Siren.
But I gotta say, Siren, is such a small. I don't remember her in it whatsoever.
I distinctly remember one siren scene, which is she wakes up to Stryker's team entering the X mansion and lets out a scream that alerts everybody.
In X2?
In X2, that's correct. Yeah, they point the light on the gun at her, and then Wolverine kills everybody.
There you go.
And it rules is the best scene in that movie. All right. The shit's getting bad in the town, and Peter is just like, "Come on, Valerie, let's leave town. I know it's scene to scene whether I want to be with you is shifting based on the needs of the plot,
based on my whims."
Yeah, because
pretty much
in the scene before, he's like, "I'm terrible for you. You should just marry Max Irons." Now he's like, "You and I should leave together." Man, this guy, what a toxic piece of shit.
Yeah.
I am upset.
And Max Irons has even at this point been like, listen, I know that you're not into me, and like shit sucks right now for everybody. So like, I'll break off the engagement.
Yeah, like don't worry about
it. It's not that big a deal.
It is the least of our concerns at the moment. So let's take that pressure off.
Henry continues to be decent all the way through the movie, and
there's never like a heel turn for that guy. No,
there isn't.
It's really.
I mean, he gets jealous, but then he goes, "You know what's for the best is that you don't worry about my feelings and you just take care of yourself." And and they're like, "Why do you want to defend her so much? She rejected you." He's like, "Doesn't mean I don't still care about it.
Doesn't mean I have to be a dick about it.
Yeah,
doesn't mean I got
like
to be
some
a dick.
people.
The performance is boring, but the character is like almost too decent to the point where you're like, maybe she should get with him.
Well, I mean, this is not a huge thing, but towards the end, when she's like pretty convinced Peter is the wolf, and she goes and she does a thing, she's like, "Thank you, Henry," and she kisses his neck.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I thought she was kissing his cheek.
No, I was expecting a cheek kiss. It's probably just the difference in height, but she gets up on her tippy toes, but she full on kisses his neck. I was like,
damn,
that's mixed signal. That's a pretty mixed signal.
Every single character in this movie is giving mixed signals to every other character.
True.
That's true.
This movie should
Grandma
just be
didn't need to be so mysterious about her stuff, but
Grandma
to make everyone wonder, is she actually?
I know Grandma is. They make her so needlessly creepy in moments, and then you're like, wait, what? So what is she? Why did she act like that then?
Yep.
I'm just a weirdo.
Yeah. I'm a weirdo. I don't live in town. I live out in my little forest home.
Also, Virginia Madsen got scratched, so she has prosthetic wolf scratch marks on her face now for the rest of the movie. But she didn't get bit, thank God.
Thank God.
One of the things Oldman says is that the wolf has brown eyes, which really isn't that great a clue when you're talking about a village full of people, because a lot of people are going to have. And as you point out, Brandon, yes, I saw that in the IMDb trivia as well. Everyone has brown eyes in the movie.
Well, and it's got there for Valerie's sake, because she, when talking to the wolf, saw the wolf's eyes turn human. And in fact,
and they were brown.
They have a voiceover. If we didn't catch it, you hear her thoughts in that scene where she goes, "Human eyes. Brown eyes."
That's right. That's
like,
what
wow,
it is.
Thanks, movie.
And so either they.
Oh, I'm so stupid. Thank you.
Either they cast people with brown eyes, or yes, they gave people contacts to really make it mysterious. Who could it? Because this is when she goes, "Wait a minute, my grandmother has brown eyes," and I was thinking, there's enough people in this town that like. A third to half of these people have to have brown eyes. Like, just that's
right,
not that much of a clue.
It's I get
if they had green eyes,
like it's kind of hard to build a murder mystery like this with like a whole town of suspects, but they don't really do a super great job of like having it feel like a town of fucking 50 people or whatever who all know each other.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
The wolf is going to be one of 4 people tops.
What's so weird is they make a point at some point towards the endish area of as if it had never occurred to them. Gary Oldman at one point is like going, "It's not someone from outside. It will be one of you." And it's like the town people go, "Holy fuck, what?" They haven't considered that in 2 generations.
We thought it came from 2 towns over. What?
You mean a shape changer that can be a human at most times of the day and year? So it might be someone we know?
That's crazy.
Shit.
That's crazy.
They cut to Martin.
That can't be. That's crazy.
What kind of craziness is this?
I'm gonna get me shotgun. Because famously he shot at a vampire bat in that movie.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wait a minute, could it be? And then Oldman thinks I don't know what PC term I should use for the challenged kid.
Yeah.
I mean, he is disabled. He has a disability.
He has a disability. And the movie is very vague, and it's just so funny that, or not funny, but it's just interesting that in, between 2011 and now, this character is like wildly unacceptable in a movie today.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's just, it just shows in a very short period of time that we're just like, you watch it now and go, ooh, I don't like any of this.
Especially when it's true to period. He's the odd man out, and he does magic tricks. Throw him in the elephant.
Well, it is like they also
throw him in the iron elephant,
which is very funny. That is an elephant. It could have been anything.
All things, it could have been anything. But we chose.
But this is where I was getting real Witchfinder General vibes, where he's burning him in that, and then the sister comes to him and goes, "Well, I don't have money, but I can offer you my body," basically.
Yeah,
he lets her go a little too far before he says psych.
For those who have are patrons and have listened to us talk Witchfinder General, Vincent Price would have taken her up on that. That Witchfinder was like, yes, and then probably still would have burned her brother though.
Yeah,
that guy was sort of a piece of shit. I mean, this guy's not great either.
Nope.
So anyway,
her brother does die.
Yes. This is also where we see his silver fingernails, which are kind of a rad idea.
Fucking glamorous.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Goals. I'm getting that the next time I actually go and get a manicure. 100%.
I like the fact he uses them to just like tear into meat, which makes him very werewolfy himself.
Well, I do like that they talk about the silver fingernails. He goes, "Well, I hunt werewolves, and if things..."
killing werewolves.
Yeah.
It also looks fucking great.
But he has the thing about like, should things get in close?
Yeah.
And then I
have to do CQC with the werewolf.
the way it comes back though, I was definitely not expecting. Yeah, because I was like,
that was pretty good.
Yeah, actually, I do like that.
Yeah, you'll take it.
Yeah, I'll give it. Yeah, because once
you'll buy that for $1,
I sure will. She's
or $3.50.
So to get her brother's freedom. She's the Roxanne is like, well, my friend Valerie talked to the wolf. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, this is huge.
She gives up her friend.
Yeah, this is huge, man. And so this is his big plan. It's like, instead of like a pig, we're gonna leave Valerie out for the wolf to come get.
Stupidest mask we could possibly find or make.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Who's got a wolf mask? One of you's got a wolf mask lying around. I know it.
Come on, you guys just had a weird animal mask party. Yeah. I know one of you has one.
I think they actually make a point of having someone. Maybe it's one of the guard goes, no, he made that himself. So this is a Gary Oldman original.
Yeah, this is Gary's
guy is so weird.
Yeah.
This is what I do in my downtime. I'm making
my hobby.
This is
making weird animal masks. My daughters and I do them on craft night.
Are the ears too big? Or I set the eyes wide apart because I knew these would be on Amanda Seyfried.
Look, after I make my fingernails silver, I need something to occupy my time.
Yeah, actually, my daughters did this. Yeah. We were having a beauty We were playing a beauty parlor game. They gave me silver manicure. It's very cute.
This or macrame. I think I made the right
By
choice.
the way, after he introduced his daughters, really don't.
Oh, they do not show up again.
No,
they are in and out.
Where they are. I don't know where they are.
Gonzo.
Dad gets killed.
I have no idea
who's going to take care of those.
It's one of those
kids.
things. Why even include them then? Like, why even?
Yeah.
Just to really drive home how weird and fucked up this guy is.
Yeah. So yeah. But guess who's not liking this are two hunks who have agreed to put aside their differences to save Valor.
Everything could be solved with a ball.
Yeah.
And my God, if you this movie at its worst is when it's just these two on screen, the two most boring dudes in the movie, and I'm going to sleep now.
But they're teaming up to save their gal.
And then they go to Billy Burke, and I'm like, okay, well, here's a little bit better. And they go, yeah, you gotta. Here's what we're doing, man. And but first,
you have Peter actually saying like, I know that she's supposed to end up with Henry, but I would like to marry her and take her away. Is that okay with you? And Dad, who we find out who he is later, but Dad, at least to his face, is like, oh man, bring it in. Bring it in for this.
Bring in the love,
it's totally
man.
cool.
Bring in the love.
Cool. Bring in the love.
Yeah. Because he's also just like, that's not going to happen.
No.
We know that ain't going to happen.
I'm going to kill you at the first chance I get because I'm the wolf.
And I'm going to bring my daughter into the fold.
What's that? Nothing. Never mind. Yeah.
She's going to marry a nice wolf boy, if that's the end of it.
It sounded like you said you were going to kill me and turn your daughter into a werewolf. Nope.
I can't hear you. I'm too far away already.
Bye-bye.
I'm getting thrown in the drunk tank. Sorry.
Bye.
Good luck, Sporting Castle.
So we're planning our prison break here. Then we get the weird scene of Julie Christie bringing Max Irons biscuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she visits Amanda Seyfried in jail first.
Right.
Yeah. So this is before they set her out as bait. And she brings her a blanket and some food. I do like the bit where she's leaving and she gives the stuff to the guard and he starts eating the apple before she leaves. And she just like flips it out of his hand like asshole.
Yeah.
But so she's talking to Amanda Seyfried and Valerie is like telling her all this stuff that her mom told her about, Lucy being Henry's half sister, et cetera, et cetera. And the grandma starts to get an inkling like, oh, maybe Henry is the wolf. So she goes to bring him biscuits and interrogate him, not very successfully or well.
Right.
But then Peter turns it back on her and is like, I think you're actually the wolf.
Yeah, they're trying
basically
to do this
just to set up another misdirect where the grandma goes, no, it's where Henry goes, I smell it on you. I've only smelled it before. And it's like, my father could smell it too. I don't know why suddenly we have to have the Blacksmith family being hypersensitive to the smell of werewolves.
No, I think he said that because he was right by his father when his father was killed by the wolf. That's why he could smell it.
Yeah, but he did say
but no, the grandma's the one who says
before.
No, the grandma's the one who says, like, no, I've been smelling like this all my life.
And a great discussion.
I'm gonna let you two argue this out, and I'll be over here.
No, it's very important that we get straight who smelled what.
Yeah,
I just love the idea that there is a conversation in this film about a grandma's smell.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah,
like. The movie is tearing us apart right now.
Yeah. This is what happens, you guys. Red Riding Hood ruins friendships. The wolf is winning.
I don't either.
Yeah. So anyway, they're marching her through town. They tie her up. They surround her with fire, of course, because fire.
Fuck it.
Well, they're trying to drive it's all to bait the werewolf, who they now know wants Valerie alive because she talked to it. So they're like, we will endanger her and that will draw the werewolf to us, and again we will fight.
Yeah. And Lucas Haas at this point is like, hey, this is getting out of hand, man. I know I was like your guy, but this is I'm starting to question some of this. And Geralman just fucking murders him.
It's just fucking.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, he does just go like, okay, then you're no use to me. Because I was like, I missed when he died. I was like, wait, why did he get killed? Whatever. Yeah.
He literally just gets shoved off like a banister or something, and he falls to his death.
No, he stabs him and then throws him off the banister.
He does stab him. That's right.
He stabs him first and then drops him off the banister. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But it is also just like, well, it seems undesirable. It's a hard turn. the Oldman character is very fun because of Oldman's performance, but also if you start really like tracking him, you're like, I don't quite understand how unhinged this guy. Like him killing Lucas Haas feels like I don't know that they've earned him having descended this fast into total madness.
Right.
Like I just can't get a read on this character. It's just like we need him to be a straight up baddie now, though. Like
yes.
He's just
because of the brilliance of the script. That's why this is all happening.
Yeah, it just has to happen. Mm-hmm. So anyway, they do save Amanda Seyfried from the fire and stuff. And she says, and once again, we're just getting new information about the wolf. She goes, we should go to the church because the wolf can't step on holy ground.
Yeah.
Is that...
Which is also true, apparently.
Yeah, great. But oh shit, Max Iron gets shot with an arrow. Oh no.
Oh.
And here comes Gary Oldman. He's like, I don't think so.
Yep.
But here's also the werewolf who pretty gnarly takes off Gary Oldman's hand.
He does. And by Champa because there has to be a bite.
No, a Champa.
No, why would you Champa?
He's a man cursed.
Yeah.
Shit. That's
And so then that's where the brother of the guy that he killed earlier, who is, let's be honest, not really a character in the movie except to do this, basically.
Just to do this, but still, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Is he shows up because, obviously,
hey, it's
Gary
halfway
Oldman
decent
had been such
writing
a hard
in this
ass
movie.
when it came to killing his brother, and now he's like going, hey, buddy, you yourself said it's blood moon, man bitten is man cursed, so you gots to go.
No, but you'll make my daughters an orphan.
Oh, wait a minute.
You remember my daughters?
Hold
they
on.
were in this approximately
They were here for a
30
while.
seconds of
Whoa,
screen
whoa, whoa.
time.
Hey, bro, let's talk this out for a second. Just
Maybe it was more a slobber than a bite.
Yeah, I don't know. He may not have gotten me. Hold on. No hand, but we don't know. The hand came off, so,
Yeah.
But no, he gets killed. And with that, my interest in the movie starts to die.
You are pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, God. But during this, Valerie passes out, and yes, dream sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, hold on, the movie, we've got to put in the Red Riding Hood stuff.
We do.
We forgot until just now.
Yeah.
So she's recuperating. She got knocked on the head during all the craziness.
Yeah.
So she's recuperating, and while she's asleep, she dreams that her grandma sits up in bed next to her and is just staring at her. And she's like, "Oh, Grandma, your eyes are so big. All the better to see you with."
Yeah.
What big ears you have?
It's all the better here.
Yeah.
What big teeth you have?
Yeah.
It's all the stuff.
It's all the stuff. And then she screams because there's like the last one's like, "I'm a werewolf." And she screams, and then it's her friend next to her, and she's like, "What's your deal?"
What's going on?
What is your deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is this?
And she's like, my grandma's in danger. BRB.
Yeah. So she runs to check on Grandma.
Wait, she
first she
Airbnb?
makes a pit stop at the
part.
church.
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
You've got to.
Important.
What does she do at the church?
Well, she kneels down as if to pray, but it is to grab something off the ground. Hello.
That's right. We got to get Gary Oldman's hand that's just laying there.
Mm-hmm. But she runs into Peter.
Nobody picked that. Yes, she does run into Peter, and she's like, "Oh shit, you're the wolf."
Yeah.
Well, I think actually there's kind of a throwaway line about like a freak snowstorm. So I think maybe it got buried in the snow and nobody could find it. I don't know.
Because I did like the idea that they were just like, well, we picked up his body, but his hand, fucking leave it.
With that 6 silver manicure, we can leave that on the ground.
Dang.
That's for God.
Yeah, that's God's now. That's God's hand
God's
now.
hand. That's God's manicure now.
Actually. And then with his last breath,
the
he's
nails
like,
of God.
With his last breath, he's like, actually, that is what I wanted, so that's good.
That's great. My will has been carried out. Thank you.
My last wishes. Now, remember when I had daughters? Oh, no, okay.
Where are they?
Where are they? I would kill them as soon as I killed my wife, if they happen to be bitten.
Yeah, that's just how hard.
I would totally do it.
I'm just so hardcore.
Just so you know, I would totally do it.
Anyway, I'm sure Gary Oldman was also like, that's fine. There's a Batman movie or something I can make.
That's a wrap on Mr. Oldman.
Yeah, let me get back to working with Christopher Nolan.
Father Solomon. That was his character's actual name.
Solomon.
It's a rap on Father Sullivan.
Yeah.
Solomon.
Yeah, that's right. What did he? I just want to quickly see what did he do right after this.
Oh, okay.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Oh, one of his one of his best performances ever.
This to Smiley. Yeah. All right, we'll take it.
Yeah, that's a good move, Oldman. Get that money, get that praise. You know what I mean? Like,
amen, brother.
Okay, so
and
anyway.
I'm sitting here like Gary Oldman wasn't in the horror movie that was called Smiley. What are you talking about?
No, he wasn't in that. Yeah.
You silly.
I
saw the trailer for
Smile
the sequel
2.
in front of Elliott. It didn't look good.
I don't know.
Just saying.
I thought the first one was okay.
Okay, let's not have this fight.
So anyway, yes, she thinks that Peter is the wolf. Based on what exactly?
The fact that he kept saying, "Let me take you away from here," and the wolf
and then that's right.
And he's kind of an asshole.
She remembers the "I'm gonna eat you up" line, which once again so fucking incriminating. Just come on, man.
And then she stabs him.
That's what I'm saying is I don't know. I don't know that I believe she had enough evidence to stab him.
Right.
That's the thing that got me.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't hold up in a court of law, but
we are in the medieval.
We're in the 1300s.
Yeah, whatever.
We're in the weird. We're in the weird spiky tree forest. So
we're in a
I do kind of like the spiky trees.
This is another.
I do too. They're very visually appealing, just very strange.
They are, but this is another one like Cirque du Freak, though not quite as extensive. Where it's like, you went to Tim Burton first, right?
Yeah,
like that's who they talked to first.
He said no, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even Burton,
he couldn't say no quickly enough.
Even Burton, at his worst, isn't making anything like this script.
Nope.
Yeah. She stabs him, and then she gets to grandmother's house. But what's this? It's not grandma who's there.
No, it's not. Even though it's talking like her for a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know what the purpose of her dad doing a grandma impression was.
Psych out.
Pretty good.
That's all.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty great how I've mastered my mother's voice?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, dog, me too, but not for the reasons you think.
Burke. Oh no.
It's Billy Burke from CBS's Fire Country.
It's her dad.
Yeah.
It was her dad the whole time.
And it is like, and I will say, I did, when this review happened, I'm like, oh, that's why Billy Burke took, because it's such a waste of him. And then I'm like, oh, I'm sure he was like, oh, I'm the werewolf at the end? Yeah, I'll do this movie.
Yeah, he gets to finally do full out, I'm a villain stuff.
Because we do love him in the Twilight movies. He's always a highlight of those, but he is just like, I'm the dad in those. But here he's like, now I'm the bad guy.
Let me do my villain monologue. Sit down.
And here he is. He's like, all right.
I can give you the power. You can be like me.
Well, because we get the whole thing about he wanted his daughters to be werewolves like him. This guy just loves being a werewolf so much that he's like, I just want my kids to be werewolves too.
Yeah.
Which is so valid.
Yeah. Is this, you know what?
That's familial pride.
He's one of those guys who's like, I want my kids to follow me into my line of work. You know?
Right, exactly.
And look how well that worked out for Max Irons.
Yeah, it worked out great. Just like Max Irons. Oh man. He's just like, so I went to start with your older sister Lucy. And then I found out what the fuck, she's not my actual kid, so I killed that bitch. That's for sure.
She couldn't understand me.
I just lost it and I killed her. Like, embarrassing.
My bad. Okay, let it go.
My B.
Yeah, explain this. All right. She's related to Dr. Daniel Jackson. It's weird. And because that had to do with the smell thing too, right?
No, that was because because the reason that
his wolf
the reason that Amanda Seyfried could understand him was because she's his daughter.
That's what it was. That's right. And once again, this guy's just so keen on the whole family to be werewolves.
Except the mom, because fuck that bitch.
Well, hey, she cheated on him, man. That's not cool.
That's true.
Yeah.
But even before he knew that, it seemed like he was just going to take his daughters and peace out.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, man, it was an arranged marriage. I mean, we got along okay. We eventually learned to love each other.
Yeah, your mother thinks that she didn't love me when we got married. I didn't even like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Amanda Seyfried putting this all together, sitting there going, oh, that's why you attacked her, just to get some revenge, and you also killed her former lover.
Yeah,
Lucy's dad.
I do kind of like that at the end of the movie you realize like every werewolf attack was not random. It's to right a specific wrong this guy feels.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool like, oh, it's a personal vendetta.
Yeah, how dare you have loved someone else and had a child by another person?
Yeah. And so then he's like, but look, let's put that all behind us and go be father-daughter werewolves. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. In the city, father-daughter werewolves in the city.
In the city. I'm going to watch...
Big wolves on campus.
Oh, shit. I would watch the hell out of that show. Father-daughter werewolves in the city.
You can. It's called Big Wolf on Campus.
That's right. Yeah, actually, I just came across that the other day again. I'd forgotten about that show. But I did write down this line. She says to him, "There must be a God because you're the devil."
Yeah.
And he says, "And you're the daughter of the devil."
Which is not as cool a comeback.
Not as cool a comeback.
Except for he did go, boom,
he did it on the spot, though. Come on.
Yeah.
He said, boom goes the dynamite. I think that sold it.
Yeah. Unless he's referencing one of my favorite titles of a Hammer movie, which is To the Devil a Daughter.
Oh,
I love that title, man. Hammer.
It's a good title. It's not a good movie.
No, but Hammer had some of the best titles, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
They didn't always live up to the movies. Didn't always live up to those titles. But Taste the Blood of Dracula.
Taste the Blood of Dracula.
What a title.
Dracula, AD 1972.
Great, also great. I do love that movie, even though it's kind of dumb. But all right. So, but what's this? I just need the narrator from Batman to keep showing. What's this? In bursts Peter, because he's the woodsman, which is once again from the story. And they fight. And it's about as exciting as any Twilight movie fight.
And it's another thing where it's like, he goes, oh, you'll be weaker because you're human. He goes, yeah, you want to test that? And he's throwing him around. Kind of knocks him out.
Which is pretty funny.
Yep. And then he's basically going, fine, daughter, if you don't want to be turned, I mean, I guess I'll just have to fucking kill you, whatever. And he's coming for her. But she's basically been, because she must have seen that Peter was okay, so she's positioning Dad so that Peter can throw an axe into his back. So he gets a hatchet in the back, Dad
he's
does.
Like, ooh, that's smarts. But
ouchies.
Now she's going to finish him off. How is that? She's going to pull out Gary Oldman's severed hand with its badass nails and shove it into his heart.
I mean, I guess shame on me for not seeing this coming, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I like
pretty
that.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all right.
I was like, maybe rigor mortis would make a hand stiff enough that you could actually shove it in without the fingers just kind of crumpling. And
it's also probably technically frozen too because of being in snow.
Yeah, that's actually I think yeah, and so not bad though. And I was like, okay, because I did sort of think, oh, they never really did anything with the silver.
And then
nails.
Dad explodes. So weird.
It
just goes up, man. No, they don't. Instead, they actually make a point of showing them hurl Billy Berg's body in the lake.
But not before sewing rocks into his stomach, which is pretty clever, but like, did we need to see that?
I know, it's so strange. And then basically they're like, no one can know that it was him.
I also just like this idea of like, okay, I understand he like revealed himself to be evil, but like, isn't that still your father? She's like way too cool with defiling his corpse.
Yeah.
And, she still grew up with that guy as her dad. And like, she's
but
just like,
here's the
fuck
thing.
him,
she
man.
also has killed lots of people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
she
right.
loves to murder,
You know what?
as we've established.
There's a lot of credence to your sociopathic killer.
So she's slopping rocks in his chest cavity.
This was all
with
her
no
idea.
problem.
you know?
Which, the way I would have ended the movie, and I know we are not in the habit of fixing the films, but
it
would have been...
That's something we never do.
It never happens here.
Not once, not ever.
But it would have been so cool for, like, when she gets knocked out at the church, to have the werewolf, like, take her and, like, have that be the reveal of her waking up and, like, she's already been bitten and now she has to have this big werewolf fight with her dad.
Yeah.
Oh, I see where you're going, but you're always one for werewolf fights.
Well,
I'm always one for both werewolf fights and killing shitty dads. So
there you
I'm biased.
Yes. Once again, see 2010's The Wolfman, which nails that. Nails it, man.
Yeah, that's true.
We love that movie on this podcast.
They full on fight.
Oh, and it rules.
And that's a shitty dad going down. So
and much like Gary Oldman,
your parameters.
Much like Gary Oldman, I think Anthony Hopkins was briefly jailed for criminal amounts of fun he had doing that performance. Briefly, yeah. They slapped him on the wrist for it, but they said, "You better watch yourself, Sir Anthony."
Indeed.
And he's like, "I'm not going back to prison."
Yeah. Once again, though, a guy famously who keeps it in check, never goes over the top.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
They sew rocks into Dad and dump him in the water.
No, of course. Oh shit, she was kind of right, because actually Peter had been bitten, so he is cursed to become a werewolf.
And a man bitten is a man cursed.
But literally, what I was expecting here was because they have this kind of little bitty montage of, okay, we know what's going to happen, but let's still express our love to each other briefly. Okay, that's nice. And then I expected it to be one of those, I have to kill you things. Instead,
100%.
It is a deal where basically he goes, I have to leave for your own safety. But I'll come back when I figure out how to control it. And she goes, I'll be waiting. And he goes, oh, I know you will.
Because it's a callback to the first scene.
In the alternative cut, apparently, because I read about the differences, I guess in the theatrical version, you don't see him get down and dirty in the montage. They get down and dirty in the alternate cut. Full penetration, very jarring for this film.
Yeah. Unrated cut, huh?
Unrated, no. They have
Lars
sex,
von
which
Trier
also
actually
sets
came
up
in
the
to
thing.
just direct that scene.
The only thing it's to set up the very ending, which I guess in the theatrical version is she, in her voiceover, is like, well, everyone went about their lives and everything went back to normal, and Henry became brave and led the knights and whatever. I went out to Grandma's house and lived there alone because I'm now the weird spinster lady.
Question about that: is Max Irons now hunting werewolves?
I know, because
what else is there for him
some
to
of those guys that he's riding on horses with are some of Gary Oldman's guys, and he has Gary Oldman's sword.
That's what I'm saying. Has he just become the new Gary Oldman? Is that the idea?
Yeah. How many other werewolves are out there?
Well,
he's gonna go find them.
Yeah,
and he kills Peter someday.
If there are any, you better believe we're gonna find them, man.
But then you got Amanda Seyfried coming out of her grandma's house and looking into the forest on a full moon night, and the werewolf shows up, and she's like, "Hey." In the alternative cut, she's holding a child.
Which I'm really curious why they cut that. Like who cares? Like
implications of bestiality, which I think are still in
It's still there. That's the thing that gets me
about
there. It. Is like that's the thing. It doesn't feel extreme enough, and it's really the only difference between the cuts we're talking about.
Yeah.
I think there's
the existence of a baby.
Yeah, it's a 26-second difference according to IMDb between the alternate cuts. So we're talking very minimal. And also I'm just like, but clearly somebody at Warner Brothers was like, oh no, can't have that. And I don't know why, because the implication at the end is still the same, which is he's a werewolf, but he's, I guess, better than Billy Burke because he's got it under control. But they're still gonna be together. So who cares if they have a baby too?
Hey,
and
Elliot,
they had sex.
Off mic, will you tell me how to get to Pound Town?
Yeah.
I mean, every time I go on Google Maps, I'm lost.
It's not for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
You gotta want it.
All right.
But anyway, yeah. So, but I just think it's so interesting. This it's still implied they're gonna start a war of fame, and actually, it wouldn't have been bestiality if they had conceived the child before he was a werewolf.
Well, no, they have sex after he got bitten.
When did he get bitten?
He gets bitten during the fight with the dad.
Yeah.
And then
I thought you were saying they had
after that.
Oh,
after they've sewn up the stones in the body and all that.
Okay. I thought you were saying they had sex earlier in the month, like during the party when you were saying during the month. Oh, okay, that is weird. That's just forget bestiality. It's weird that you just disposed of your father's body and then got horny.
Well, he wasn't a wolf when they were making whoopee. He wasn't like in wolf form when they were having sex.
I'm just saying
that. I like the way you referred to making whoopee.
Making whoopee.
When you we're on the newlywed game now. When you and your wife are making
actually, I was going back to the 30s. I was like, say there, would you like some sarsaparilla? Hey, that's no Fuller Brush, man. That's my wife. What?
Yeah. So yes, she sees the end of the movie. She smiles at the wolf and go to credits. Man, it's a happy ending.
With a cool rock song, right? And there's a cool rock song.
No.
That tells us how awesome everything is.
No, but did you see that in promotion of the movie? Did you see that in promotion of the movie, Amanda Seyfried did a cover of "Hey There, Little Red Riding Hood"?
Yes, I actually remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, and I'm glad I will not look that up either.
She's a very good singer, though. So I mean,
sure, but she's no Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs.
I'm surprised none of us made any Mamma Mia references.
No Mamma Mia or Les Mis.
Yeah.
Here's the reason: I've never watched Mamma Mia or the sequel, and never.
Here we go again.
Here I go again.
I won't be watching.
Man,
how can I resist
it's
you?
worth it just for the dulcet tones of one Pierce Brosnan.
If it was Elliott just doing some ABBA covers, then I'd be there. Yeah. But that's not what I.
Oh, pish posh.
It's a real interesting watch just to see. Number one, they all
Pierce
commit.
Brosnan embarrass his entire family.
Well, what's fascinating is you're like she can sing, he can't sing. He can sing, she can't. It's like you just watch the movie going, Amanda Seyfried, very good. Dominic Cooper, very good. Meryl Streep, okay.
All right, so anyway, back to Red Robin. Right, Red Robin. Let's go to Red Robin and get some burgers.
Yum.
Yeah. I'd go
Red Riding
Hood. Brandon's getting hungry, folks.
Yeah, you picked up on it.
When you start making Freudian slips about restaurant names.
There you go.
There it is. That's Red Riding Hood. Do we recommend people watch this movie? I can't.
No.
In good conscience. There's not enough. I agree with you, Elliot. There are some good things in it, but I don't think there's enough to actually sit through the
we have seen much worse films.
It's true. I've seen worse. I've seen way worse.
Oh, on this show, this is. I mean, it's
you could make a pretty good drinking game out of this movie.
Yeah. I do. It could be a fun group watch, no question.
Yeah.
It's pretty silly,
but by yourself. Unless you're doing it for a podcast.
I do think
probably not.
I do think it's actually, I will say this though. I do think it's more enjoyable than the Twilight movies. I do think it's a little sillier. I was going to say,
you guys are at Eclipse is the most recent one you've watched, right?
We just did Eclipse the other week.
Yeah,
we did.
Because of course you and Olivia are going to be wrapping up the Twilight movies with us.
Oh, well, this is an excellent time to. What are we watching next week, pal?
Oh, what are we watching next week? Well, it's time. Speaking of finishing franchises, Brendan.
Yeah.
It's time for the final chapter of the Blood Rain trilogy.
Oh, wow.
Blood Rain.
I forgot Blood Rain entirely.
Rain Outlaws in the Wild West or whatever.
That's the second one. That's
the second one.
Third one, very clever. Blood Rain, Third Reich. It's the Nazi one.
Oh, it's the Nazi one, which is actually what people were waiting for the whole time.
That's what they finally caught up to what the plot of the first game was.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's time to finish Uwe Boll's cinematic vision of the Blood Rain trilogy.
Well, at least you guys get to watch Clint Howard ham it up.
He's always fun.
But too much of my life has been spent watching Clint Howard,
Clint Howard shows up more than, well, actually probably exactly as much as you think. We've seen Clint a couple times, and I'm sure we'll continue to see him forever. But we've got, hey, at least we have a consistent Blood Rain now, or Rain. because of course we.
You mean as in a person who played?
Yeah, because
played the character twice.
Yeah, because between movies 1 and 2, we swapped out reigns. At least now we continue with a woman we actually see a lot on the show, which is Natasha Malthe.
We need to examine our life choices, pal.
Hey, but hey, Michael Pare is back, so you know what? It's an all-star cast.
You keep trying to make it sound better.
I will just say,
not.
in the next month or so, we will finish both the Blood Rain, and then in a couple weeks, by God, we will finally finish the Howling franchise. There's we've been talking forever. We've been talking forever how there was still one outlier of a Howling that was made in the 2010s. We're coming to that in a couple weeks.
Howling. All right.
Howling.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. But yes, Elliott, we'll see you next for Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1.
Part 1.
Yeah. That'll be the epic crossover where, yes, as I said, you and Olivia will be doing the 2-part finale with us.
Fun.
Yeah, because we've got to because God knows Brendan and I have nothing left to say about those movies, so we need 2 guests. What is there to say? I think we're getting more sullen on each one, where it's just like, I don't know, it's more of this. It's still boring.
It's both fatigue and growing anger.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like, I don't know, I have the same problems all the other. Although I know the weird shit that gets into in the finale of those.
Yeah,
so.
Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2 are definitely the campiest, at least. So
we got Bill Conn and Drake. So anyway, but next week on the show, as I said, Blood Rain, Third Reich. Elliott, always a pleasure to have you. Of course, you can be heard every week on the Punch Up Entertainment Network on Material Components with Mike Gergoni and the bunch over there.
And the rest.
Yeah.
Mike and the rest is what they call us.
And the rest. And then sporadically, of course, co-hosting IP Squad with myself.
Indeed.
So check all that out if you can. But I think that's going to do it for this week's episode of Campbell and Jones Meet the Monsters. I'm John Campbell.
I'm Brendan Jones.
And remember, there are such things as monsters.
Bookending it.